So for you English dub fans of Fairy Tail, I got some good news for you guys. This was actually kind of a bit of a shocking announcement actually to even hear about. This is something that's been kind of kept on the wrap for a little bit, is that we already got the English dub casting of Fairy Tail Zero, and if you're actually on Funimation, if you have an account on there, you will actually be able to watch the English broadcast dub immediately of tonight's premiere of the episode 1 of Fairy Tail Zero. Now this is kind of interesting to talk about since they haven't actually done all of Fairy Tail's material yet. I believe like they just finished like the filler arcs of the tune, and now they got to work on like the Tara stuff. Like if you don't know, Fairy Tail has probably one of the best dubs there is for like action like ongoing series. Like compare it to like Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece like that. Like it probably has the best dub out of them all of them. I'd say it has the best one. Then probably Bleach. Then it's a toss up between me like with One Piece and Naruto, because I'm kind of like not like I don't mind them, but I prefer like if I'm gonna watch a dub of anything, I'm gonna be watching like the dub of Bleach or like Fairy Tail any day than I will be watching the English dubs of like Naruto and One Piece. So I'm actually going to say they revealed the cast of the main characters that we're going to be getting, mainly Mavis, Vermillion, Yuri, Dreyer, Warrod, Precht, and Zera. Now we're going to be up with the first casting list, which is Mavis Vermillion, who is being voiced by Leah Clark, and if you haven't heard her voice before, she's actually done Ruby in Rosario Vampire. She's also as well done Blair in Soul Eater, and she's also done a young Ken Kaneki from Tokyo Ghoul, so she's actually a very well-known voice actress. She's actually done some pretty big roles back in the day. I definitely know her like Ruby from Rosario Vampire, and I definitely know her Blair as well. I've seen Soul Eater a very numerous times, and I actually, a little bit weird, like I'm picturing like the big titty Blair as like the innocent little pure little thing that is Mavis Vermillion. It's a little bit weird in my mind, but it's like, okay, I kind of accept that since I actually haven't heard Mavis's like a voice actress yet in the English dub previously, so I don't know if they changed the voice actress or not, but if that's so, that's a fine role. I actually had someone experienced on there. Now we have Yuri, who is being done by Clifford Chapin, who is actually Connie in Attack on Titan, and I've heard like Connie before in Attack on Titan. That's actually a good role for him, and also as well Mikael from Gangsta. If you don't know, Gangsta has such a badass dub. Like it's very underappreciated, both the anime and this manga itself. But the goddamn that dub is really good for Gangsta. And yeah, I can see that right there for Yuri. I want some badass going off there, like mouthing like off there. I can definitely see that. I think that's a good casting role. Next as Warrod, we have Chris George, and he hasn't done any big roles from what I've seen of any ones that I actually have notable that I've seen from before. But he's done a couple of like Fairy Tail kind of off-screen characters, not to mention as well he's done a few minor roles in the series Space Dandy, and from the little bit of what I've heard from the Space Dandy dub, that's a pretty goddamn good role, and you know, Fairy Tail's dub's pretty good, so I can't knock that. David Trosko will be playing Precht, and he's also done a lot of minor roles as well, mainly in Fairy Tail, and also as well Claymore as well, which that is just suitable hands right there, and it seems like they're definitely getting a lot more kind of newer voice actors into this, or stuff that people hadn't done like major roles into, since like the only one that you've really got so far out of this list is really Yuri and Mavis are the only ones that have had actual real like experience of that, and even still like out of like Yuri's voice actor, like the biggest role that that person's had is Connie from Attack on Titan. Tirado is done the voice of Zera, who is also doing another broadcast dub as well for Funimation, which is Grimgar of Fantasy and Ash, which is an actual new series that's come out this season, doing the character known as Yume. I've only seen like a little the first 5 minutes of this series, so I don't know exactly who Yume is in that series, and also some voices as well in Noragami. And Noragami is a badass series, I'll tell you that. My thoughts on this dub casting, this is actually very good. I actually do like this dub casting. I haven't heard Fairy Tail's dub in a while. I don't think I've heard it since honestly Tenrojima when I went to rewatch all that stuff. So it's been a while for me since I've watched like a bit of dub of Fairy Tail. They are extremely quite late with the releases over here, so we do have to wait a while, and I normally like to wait for the nice big collections that they do to get all those episodes, to get about a nice big 20 to 40 episodes. Like that is my shit right there, and I love watching some Fairy Tail like that, and it's the perfect thing to chill down to at a nice night with a nice cold drink in your hand. And to answer some people's questions saying whether or not I will be doing a first impression on the dub itself, if I get a nice response on this video, I will probably do it. I have done it for other series before, like the Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc V dub. Since that kind of mad to me, I want to talk about that. And Fairy Tail, I kind of already expect what I'm going to be getting in with the dub, so I'm definitely kind of curious about that. since this is a very early series that they're actually getting on there, and I know like another series that are going on there, like as well, Dimension W is actually coming out on Toonami, so that's a kind of cool thing. That's a nice brand new move for it. That's something that's kind of very new out there. But expect the next episode, episode 6, to be up soon after this video. I thought I'd just give you this quick news update, because since you guys need to have a little bit more fairy tale fix from me in your life. That's all from me. I want to thank you much for watching as always, and I'll catch you guys next time.